what is cholesterol? So cholesterol is a lipid. It is synthesized by every cell in our body. That means every cell in our body makes cholesterol. It's essential for the creation of a cell, and they are fluid. So what gives them that fluidity is their membranes. It's also, these transporters are what allow various things like glucose, ions, hormones, etc., to traverse cell membranes. So it's important to understand no cholesterol equals no life. Full stop. Cholesterol is the precursor to some of the most important hormones in our body, which ranges from things like vitamin D to cortisol to estrogen to testosterone, progesterone, etc. It's also essential for bile acids. We wouldn't be able to digest most of our food without bile acids, especially fatty foods. Well, when it comes to something as essential as cholesterol, not every cell in the body is capable of making enough cholesterol to meet its individual needs. So the body has to be able to traffic cholesterol. So there are certain cells that tend to be net exporters of cholesterol. The liver, for example. As a general rule, the liver makes more cholesterol than it needs, whereas there are parts of the body that need more cholesterol than they are typically capable of making, especially during periods of high stress. So those parts of the body need to receive cholesterol. And this poses a little bit of a problem because the main channel that we like to use in the body to transport things back and forth is, of course, the circulatory system. It is not the only system. We have a lymphatic system. There are lots of things we transport in the circulatory system, and we do without any difficulty, right? We transport glucose without any difficulty. We transport electrolytes without any difficulty. We transport lactate without any difficulty. Why? Because all of those things that I just stated are water soluble. And of course, the circulatory system is made up of plasma and proteins. That's what your blood is. The plasma being basically the water of the cell. And so things that are water soluble, like all of the proteins, hemoglobin, and things like that, things that I already stated, glucose, electrolytes, they are soluble in water, and therefore they transport easily. And if you remember a little bit from a chemistry class, you'll know that a lipid is not water soluble. It is hydrophobic, as opposed to what we say is hydrophilic. So things that are hydrophobic can't move in water. Just as you would dump olive oil into a glass of water, you would quickly realize how much they repel each other. So we have this totally essential thing that we have to move around the circulatory system, otherwise we would die. And we can't do it directly because the medium through which we need to transport it repels the thing we're trying to transport. There's a solution. We need to create a vehicle that we can transport this in. And that vehicle is called a lipoprotein. And as its name suggests, lipo and protein, it's part lipid, part protein. And it's engineered in a way that the lipid part is on the inside. The protein part is on the outside. Protein is water soluble. So now you create this spherical molecule, which on the inside, you can package the cargo that is hydrophobic, repels water. And on the outside, you have a coating that is hydrophilic, that is attracted to water and moves effortlessly through the water. And that's how we transport cholesterol.